What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this video, we'll be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and why Tesla closed in the red today. I'm also going to talk about the overall stock market and how this may affect Tesla going forward, as we have some big pieces of news coming out involving the Fed and the 2-year yield curve. I'm also going to talk about what's going on with Tesla's share price, as we do have some very important pieces of news coming out. Before I end the video by talking about tweets from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Elon Musk. We have some new tweets coming out from Elon Musk that make me very excited for the future of Tesla, guys. He has some very big announcements coming out involving Tesla, the full self-driving technology, the Giga Berlin, and other things like that. But before I say anything about Elon Musk, before I talk about the share price of Tesla and what's going on with the Fed, I do have to mention some very important things first. First off, I'm not a financial planner, guys. This is all for educational purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you will not only qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each with up to $3,500, but you're also going to qualify for free real-time level 2 data for US stocks with $0 in trading commissions. So please check that out if you guys want. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla, guys, Tesla was looking very bullish last week because it was on this upward trend. However, guys, the market interfered. We have some very concerning news that came out that kind of caused the market to dip a little bit. Now, I'm not saying this is going to last forever, but this did cause Tesla to close in the red alongside another piece of news. So first off, let's talk about what's going on with the market, guys. NEO is in the red, AMC's in the red, Dogecoin's in the red, crypto's in the red, the SPY and the NASDAQ in the red. So the SPY is currently down about 1.77%. The Nasdaq is also down about 2.6%. The entire market took a beating today, so we have to talk about that real quick. So first off, let's look at this right here. It was reported by CNBC that the Dow drops 540 points, the Nasdaq falls by 2.6% as the 10-year yield rises to 2-year high. Now, what does this mean in English, guys? What this basically means is that as of right now, we're seeing some yield curves go up, and these yield curves are kind of like the determiners of recessions, and they also determine that for many tech stocks such as Tesla, the revenue may not be as valuable in the future. Now, what does this mean going forward? This means that we could see a recession starting relatively soon, as rates are looking more and more likely to be risen quite soon. Now, there were some concerns involving China in this as well, which is why I don't want to go into too much detail about that. But I do want to mention that, right? There are some people, especially from China, many investors that are urging Jerome Powell not to raise rates aggressively. Now, I can't promise that that's going to happen, but looking at what this article is stating, it states that the bond market is continuing to price in more aggressive policy tightening by the Federal Reserve based on still high inflation and the Fed's more hawkish guidance. This is what many economists are saying. A fairly aggressive Fed tightening path will lead to some lower valuations as the economy-wide growth would slow down. This means that the Fed is becoming a little bit more hawkish, so to speak, just as Brainerd was talking about, or at least implicitly stating. She is the vice chair of the Fed, and she also stated the same thing after she was appointed by Joe Biden. Now, look at this right here. It was also reported that JP Morgan earnings, they beat expectations, which was pretty good. However, guys, there was something a little bit, I wouldn't say concerning, but something that did cause the market to drop, and that is the fact that there was slower trading. Now, this in turn is making the capital markets a little bit less busy, and in turn, it did lead some people to talk about how inflation is an issue, and this is an indicator that when we're seeing less trading or trading at a slower rate, the market is not looking as enticing to these institutional investors. So what does this mean, guys? This means that we may see a stock market crash relatively soon, as the federal funds rate is going to start going up, leading to interest rates going up too. This means that there are many indicators of this. I'm going to quickly just to show you guys this briefly before I talk about Tesla and what does this mean for Tesla. So first off, there's this thing called the January effect. This means that basically, if you look at January, and people often say that this has merit, if you look at how the market performs in January, that could be an indicator of how the market's going to perform for the entire year. Obviously, we had a pretty shaky January, so that's probably what's going to play out for 2022. Now, we're seeing slower Chinese growth too, guys, with the whole Evergrande situation. I know this is often trivialized, but this in turn is going to affect the US stock market as well. We're also seeing inflation kind of going crazy, guys. We saw inflation at 7% just on December alone. Once again, that's quite concerning, or at least somewhat concerning, so to speak. So I really think the Fed is going to have to take action, and that can cause the market to see some sideways action or maybe some corrections, so to speak. Now, we're also seeing tech stocks and kind of Bitcoin have some they're coming off the boil, so to speak, right? And on top of that, it doesn't mention the Omicron variant that's also playing a role too, as this is leading to more concerns about employment in America as well. So with all these factors coming together, guys, it does look like we could see the market tank in the upcoming months. Now, I'm not saying that this is a guarantee just yet. I do think that next week we could rebound because we do have more earnings reports coming out. And I do presume, at least I want to say this, and I don't want to be a victim of wishful thinking, but I'm just going to say this. I think it's going to be pretty good for next week. So for Tesla, this is what's happening to Tesla. Tesla was on an upward trend, guys. We had that low of like the 886, right? Then we ran up, we dropped again. Our low was then put at about 980. We ran up, then we dropped, and we actually held last week above $1,013. But what happened was the MACD flipped with the 9-day moving average. And if you look at this over the 2-hour time frame, it doesn't show us rebounding quite well. We were supposed to rebound. We should have rebounded, but the market didn't allow that, guys. The market had some crazy things that brought Tesla down with it. Remember, Tesla did next to nothing wrong to cause this, so don't blame Tesla. It's not Tesla's fault. It's just the market acting up. Now, right now, the MACD is suggesting that we are on a bit of a downward trend, so we could continue to see a little bit more red for next week. We are trading below the exponential moving average. That means that it's actually every single one of the exponential moving averages. This means that we're declining at a faster rate, as RSI is at 41.56. This means that Tesla is more likely to drop than see green tomorrow. However, it's really hard for me to predict this because Tesla didn't fall from a technical breakout perspective. It fell based off what the news is saying, what the the Fed is doing, what's going on with the market. That's what caused Tesla to fall. So it's very hard for me to predict what's going to happen. But based off these indicators, it's more probable that we're going to see red tomorrow than green. So the very key things to remember is we have some support at 1,013. We also have strong support at 1,000. I would like to see those hold up. They most likely will hold up, but if they don't, guys, that could cause us to drop to the 900s. But as of right now, I just want to inform you about that. Now, what do I think is going to happen? I think we're going to test the $1,013 level of support multiple times for tomorrow. Now, going forward, guys, there is something else I need to talk about involving Tesla, and that's according to Electric. Basically, a Tesla driver, they did something horrible, and I'm not going to go into full details about this because of the YouTube algorithm, but I just want to let you know that they did something that's not right, and this in turn did cause them to, have charges, and it just was not very good, guys. I really wish the best for the people involved, and it's very sad. It's a very sad thing that happened, what this person did, and I really wish the best for the people that are involved and their families. It's a sad thing that can happen, sure, and this may have played somewhat of a role in Tesla being a little bit in the red, even though this was not based off what I found so far. It was not Tesla's fault. Tesla did not play a role in this happening. It was just the driver. But even though it happened, guys, what happens. This could happen to any car, and I just wish the best for everyone that was involved. I really hope that the families recover, and what happened, okay? But anyways, guys, it was sad for me to talk about this. I'm going to move on to the Elon Musk tweets because he did say some very important things. So basically, guys, a lot of people were really hyped up. They were saying that, oh, Elon Musk is going to Germany next week. Oh, I'm sorry, not this week. Not next week, this week. He's supposed to go to Germany this week. Elon Musk is going to be transporting himself in a Tesla Model Y. He's going to go to the Giga Berlin. He's about to announce it opening. And Elon Musk clarified this, guys. The truth is, he stated that he can't obviously comment on every rumor, but this is not true. I am heading to Berlin in mid-February, not this week. So I'm sorry to basically be a party pooper, but at the end of the day, guys, it's true. This is the truth. It's the uncomfortable truth. And I still think that he's going to announce some things involving the Tesla Gigafactory in Berlin, perhaps during the earnings report, but he's not going to be going there until mid-February. So keep that on your calendars, guys. He may have some very big announcements during that time. So mid-February, we could see a very big announcement from Elon Musk. I just want to clarify that he's not going this week. He's going to go in a couple of weeks. So don't become too hyped up over news that's not always true or rumors. You also have to look at the truth. Elon Musk also stated this right here. Tesla's Silicon Valley stated that the full self-driving beta Pure Vision sees everything. It's seen more and more innovation. And Elon Musk stated, Musk stated that spatial and temporal memory are improving, so there will be less flicker. Once again, that's very awesome in my opinion. They're improving the technology again and again and again. Now, let's move on to this right over here. As you guys can see, a lot of people were tweeting about other important things, and Elon Musk ended up responding to them, right? Someone stated that all Tesla has to do is make self driving software work better, and they can launch ubiquitous robo taxi networks overnight. And they're making it a lot better. So Elon Musk stated, yes. He said, yup, Tesla can be making robo taxis overnight. Once again, guys, that's bullish news for Tesla. I know some people may not agree with robo taxis, at least during this era. That's really up to you guys. I will respect your opinion. But at the end of the day, look at this from an investor's standpoint. A robo-taxi is going to be very bullish news for the company as a whole, and it's going to make investors a lot of money, in my opinion. Once again, this is on the table. Elon Musk is saying that it's something he's working on, something he's very interested in. And it's going to be very awesome for Tesla in terms of the share price and for investors. Now, I also want to end the video with this right here. Basically, Elon Musk made some funny jokes right here. Basically, someone stated that, or let me start with this right here. Someone's talked about how, unlike other mammals, camels' red blood cells are oval. This makes them better with withstanding high osmotic variation without rupturing their drinking. Them drinking large amounts of water. And Elon Musk stated that I see where Frank Herbert got some of his ideas, which is pretty funny. Then this person stated, what happened to the argument that Tesla loses money on every car it sells? Or how about this one? The more cars Tesla sells, the more they lose, and that's really really funny. The more they go bankrupt. I mean, I'm almost laughing when reading this. And Elon Musk responded with a laughing emoji. Once again, Tesla's not bankrupt, guys. In fact, they're getting more and more profitable. Their EPS, in my opinion, is going to get better. Their PE ratio will get better over time, and I'm very excited for what's going to play out. So don't necessarily sleep on Tesla. This thing still has insane moves coming up, and Elon Musk is more awake and very, very ready for next week. I think I'm looking forward to the earnings report. Now, this week, I think is probably going to be a little bit sideways, considering that we're balancing between support and resistance, and the overall market has some concerns. Now, even though that's the case, I think by the time the earnings report comes out, we could still have a very, very good reversal. You never know with the stock, guys. We could easily break past very, very strong and key levels of resistance. But with that out of the way, guys, I'm not too worried about the week to week basis of Tesla. I'm not just worried about what's happening in the short term. The long term is still very bright and nothing has changed. So don't lose faith, guys. I'm very excited for the future and I can't wait for what the future holds, guys. Never ever quit. And I can't wait for what Elon Musk is going to announce during the next earnings report. So Tesla to the moon, guys. Nothing has changed. Just remain calm, cool, and collected. And this thing is going to explode eventually. So I thank you for listening. Don't lose faith. Innovation will come. And I'll see you in the next one. Tesla to the moon and peace out.